Hey guys and girls, guys and gals, guys and dolls. So, as you can tell, as you can tell by me, I'm weird. As you can tell by the title of this video, today I'm going to teach you how to figure out your macros. Now, macros is short for macronutrients, and it's become this huge craze in the fitness community, especially over the past couple years. With the trend of like if it fits your macros and flexible dieting, and not a lot of people know what their macros should be or even what macros are. So I'm going to break that down a little bit for you. To start off, macros or macronutrients are carbs, fats, and proteins. They're basically the nutrients in our diet that give us calories. These calories are necessary for life functions, so don't think that like cutting out macros, like all cutting out all carbs and proteins and fats is going to get you the results that you want, because every single nutrient is essential in some way. But that is not a discussion for this video. This video is for the people who realize, oh, okay, macros equals calories, which equals food that I need to eat. So let me try and figure out the optimal ratio and amount to get to my goals. I have some notes that I'm going to read off from, because I'm a note taker like that, and if I didn't take notes I would go off on a tangent like I have already started doing. Okay, so how to figure out your macros. Step 1, you have to know your height and weight. This is necessary. I know that a lot of people, not a lot of people, but you know, the scale doesn't really matter. Your weight isn't important, and it's not for your general health. But if you want to calculate your macronutrients, you need that number, because it is a calculation based on your body mass. So you need to know your height and you need to know your weight. Then, once you know those, you can plug it into the Harris-Benedict equation. And the Harris-Benedict equation, and I'll write those out in the description as well, but it's an equation used to figure out your basal metabolic rate, which is basically the amount of calories your body burns if you literally do nothing. I think my camera's going to die, which is unfortunate, but hopefully we get the rest of this filmed. Okay, so you put in your height, your weight, and your age into the Harris-Benedict equation, and there are two separate ones. There's one for males and one for females, and then there's also two other ones if you use the metric system, so kilograms and meters instead of pounds and inches, but you can always Google that. So once you know your basal metabolic rate, you multiply that by your activity factor. There's 5 levels. There's sedentary, light, moderate, very active, and extra active. Most people will fall into the light to moderate if they're not athletes. Most athletes fall into the very active, and people who are really like high-level athletes, they're training twice a day, 7 days a week, they would fall into the very active. Sedentary is like if you literally do nothing but sit all day. You don't even walk. Just do nothing. So after you calculate, so that's going to give you your energy needs. So basically how many calories your body is burning in a day with your activity factored into it. After that, you're going to determine whether you want to maintain your weight, gain weight, or lose weight. Once you figure that out, which is pretty simple, it's basically what your goals are, you're going to either add or subtract 200 to 500 calories from your daily caloric needs. And I say 2 to 500 because some people want faster results, or they have a higher amount of calories to work with, so they can go on the 500 end, whereas people who start with lower calories, like my maintenance calories are 1800 thereabouts. If I want to lose weight, I'm not going to subtract 500 calories from that. I'm going to subtract maybe 200 or 250 tops, and then see where it goes from there. So that part depends. It's kind of more of a personal preference. Then you're going to find out how many calories from carbs, fats, and proteins you need to eat. So there is something called AMDR, which is accepted macronutrient distribution ratio or range, and it's basically 10 to 35% of your calories should come from protein, 20 to 35% should come from fat, and 45 to 65% should come from carbs. There are other diets like low carb, high fat, high carb, low fat, and high protein stuff, but that is the basic distribution that you want. And then within those there's some wiggle room, and you can kind of pick and choose. Just make sure that your percentages add up to 100, because if you have less than 100%, you're going to be less than 100%. If you have over 100%, then you're going to be eating too much. So once you do that, that'll give you the calories from carbs, proteins, and fats that you should eat. Once you have the calories, you're going to divide carbs by 4, because in every gram of carbs there are 4 calories. You're going to do the same thing with protein. Divide those calories by 4, and then you're going to divide fat by 9. In every gram of fat there are 9 calories, so that's why you divide that one a little bit bigger. And then you're going to get your grams. So you should have your carbs, proteins, and fats. Voila! That's it. One note I will make is that you don't get fiber in when you calculate your macros, but I would recommend 25 to 30 grams a day for women and 35 to 40 grams a day for men. It's just good for So my camera died, so I'm gonna finish filming on my phone. Where I left off with the fiber is that it's just good for overall health, digestion. It helps with your immune system because it helps with your gut health. But yeah, that is how to calculate your macros. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any requests, leave them in the comments below. If you have any suggestions, also, I think I did this last time too. Suggestions and requests are the same, Nikki. God, get it right. Okay. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I did get my bachelor's degree in nutrition and dietetics, so I consider myself relatively knowledgeable on the subject. And yeah, give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe, please, maybe. I won't tell you what to do. But yeah, that is it for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great weekend, or week, or whenever you're watching this. Bye!